G.I. Joe fans, Joe Motion Videos 82 here. It is time for another G.I. Joe toy review. And today we're going to be winding the clock back not too far, only about 11 years, to take a look at TECHNO-VIPER version 3. Sadly, there were only 3 versions of this guy, and he is such a cool action figure. He's versatile, great troop builder. He's one of my favorites. It is so hard to pick which ones aren't my favorites. Let's just put it that way. I would love to see this guy in a 6-inch or the classified series version, but we'll have to see about that. See what Hasbro has up their sleeve about all of this. Bunch of classified stuff coming out, and I'll tell you what. If they were declassified, do you think the price would be a little bit lower? Just a question. So anyway, this guy, he hit the shelves in 2011 as a part of Series 27. He was released with the 30th anniversary action figures. This is around the same time that G.I. Joe Renegades was on the Hub, which is a channel here in the United States, is a cable channel. And they were showing the G.I. Joe Renegade series, which we can now watch on YouTube. And I have watched that complete series, and it was surprisingly good. I saw a few as an adult, when they first aired. Of course, I was an adult at that time. And, I thought that it was pretty good, but it came on late at night. And during that time, I was working the day shift. And that was such a rare treat, getting to do that, work during the day and be a normal person. So anyway, his original retail price was $8.99. And we did not see another TECHNO-VIPER since 1994, when that weird TECHNO-VIPER came with I think came with a robot. He was kind of this TECHNO-VIPER, his mask was silver. He had copper on the front of him and a blue uniform. But anyway, we're not talking about him. $8.99 was his retail price, which wasn't bad at all back then. Given today's market prices, you're looking at $15-20 for a 3 3/4 inch action, or a 4-inch action figure like Star Wars, things like that. And it's nuts. How could a kid afford something like that? Or maybe they can. Kids have more pocket money these days than I ever carried during my youth. So the TECHNO-VIPER, he came with a bunch of accessories, so I'll read those off. He came with a purple, blue, and silver vest, a black and red backpack, a silver rifle, a silver pistol. They gave him a pistol so he could defend himself. A silver pneumatic shears, a silver claw, silver hammer, black hose, a green cone, and a black display stand. The primary weapon was his plasma electric arc welding system. Now that was the one that I used as his laser rifle as a kid. And yeah, if you get hit with a plasma ray, it's going to burn a hole right through you. I mean, this is used to weld, so he would have to be kind of up close to get you on that. But I used the Vipers or whatever Cobra troops that I had to guard him when he was out doing his thing on missions. He was a saboteur as well. His combat gear is a welder pistol, pneumatic shears, hammer, claw, blah, 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 diagnostic case with a pistol. So these guys are pretty well trained. They're the Cobra technicians. They kind of filled in for the Tele-Vipers. The Tele-Vipers were the telecommunication Vipers. These guys were more the maintenance, that worked on the electronics for Cobra. I display them with my Terror Drome, which was so kindly I would say donated, because the price he Duke 45 gave that to me for was a donation, and just very generous of him. So hey, if Duke 45, you're watching this, buddy, thank you very much. It's well taken care of. You come by and visit anytime you want. Bring your kids. We'll go outside and have a good time. Have some good serious battles going on now. COVID is pretty much under control. It's not over, never will be. It's a virus, and it's here to stay, guys. So it says here further on yojo.com, TECHNO-VIPERs are Cobra engineers who can build, rebuild, and retrofit anything from weapons to fortresses. So they probably could have built the Terrordrome had they been released a year earlier. They used whatever materials they had on hand and send troops to take what they need to complete the project. And their engineering creations are usually powerful, effective, and full of deadly surprises. That was off the file card, which, stupid me, I have it packaged, so we could have read the file card on that one. The traffic cone is a variation. It can be found in two ways: molded out of green plastic or molded out of black plastic and painted green. So you have to, it's hard to see through the package which one is the variant and which one is worth more. It doesn't say. I would think that the black plastic one would be a little harder to find, because that sounds like it was a first run of this figure, even though he was only on the pegs for a year. Like the first quarter, like the first 90 days, that first batch was probably the black painted green. Just a theory. I'm not an expert. We all learn from each other. So that's the theory I'm throwing out there for you guys. Okay, so let's go ahead and take a look at this guy. Thank my friends at Kokomo Toys for providing this for me. They didn't give it to me. I got them at a very, very good price. Luckily, as the prices on these are just nuts. And Kokomo Toys, you can find them on eBay. They have very good prices, excellent customer service. They have never steered me wrong. I had one package that was damaged, and they quickly replaced it for me. So they are following. They first started following me on Twitter. Then that's how I followed back, and I thanked them profusely for it, for their customer service. So they're located at 111 East Sycamore Street, Kokomo, Indiana. Their phone number is 765-868-8151 if you are in the Indiana area. They could also be reached at www.kokomotoys.com. And you could also find them under the same name, Kokomo Toys, on eBay. So here they are, and that's a look at the toy paradise that they work in. I would love to work in a store like that. I miss doing retail, especially at Christmas. It was so much fun. But not to say that I don't enjoy my job. I do thoroughly, but there's just something magic about working in a store during Christmas, especially in the mall. Just that Christmas feeling. So anyway, let's go ahead and take a look at this guy. So if you guys are sensitive about opening up action figures, this isn't vintage, so I'm not too concerned. Toys are made to be played with, in my opinion. There are some that I do have boxed and carded that I will never open because they are extremely valuable. But this guy, pretty common right now. So just at any rate, if you're sensitive about opening up collectibles. You can go ahead and fast forward through this part. So have my scalpel out here. Let's go ahead and make an incision, a decision for the incision right here. I also want to thank Shane Leaman. He is a new channel supporter. He contributed a few of his pictures from his military days, so thank you very much, Shane, for serving our country. I am forever in your debt for that. And if there are any other veterans out there who are watching and you want to lend me a picture to put up in my intro, I will gladly do that. That will automatically make you a channel supporter, and there are perks for channel supporters, because when I hold giveaways, I will hold a separate giveaway for channel supporters. So it's just my way of thanking you guys for your contribution to the channel. But everybody who subscribes is eligible for a giveaway. So let's go ahead and pop this guy off the card. Speaking of incisions, my mom had her cataract removed, and she is now back in a Chevy. No longer has a cataract. So let's pop him off the card here, or off the bubble. This guy is just beautiful. I've been chasing after him for a long time, and you guys know me with prices on things. If it's not a good price, I just can't justify it. So this came at a very, very good price. This one, yes, I don't know if you could see that in there, but up inside the cone it is black, and I could see some of the area where it was where the airbrush couldn't completely cover. So yes, this was a black cone painted green. His claw. And thank goodness for modern technology, because that really has given this toy a higher play value. Knock over my bottle of ibuprofen there. Now it's getting cold. My arthritis is acting up. Not that I've ever done anything to get hurt as a kid to cause arthritis as an adult. I never wrecked motorcycles or crashed my mountain bike down the side of a mountain or anything like that. That's sarcasm if you didn't catch on. Okay, so his first accessory here. Let's take a look at it. It is this green Luger looking pistol. It also is kind of reminiscent of the pistol that came with Iron Grenadier. If you imagine this red and the top sight to be a little bit longer and flatter, definitely an Iron Grenadier-ish type pistol. Here is his backpack. It has the red cylinders on there, which is the proper color for the type of gas he is using. Acetylene also comes in a red tank, and fire extinguishers, but those are multicolored for different types of fires. And he still has the carrying slots for his accessories. So he has his power claw. This would be used for crimping or tightening down pipes or chewing through stuff, whatever your imagination will provide for you. It has great detail on it. Even has teeth, if you could get that into focus here. It has teeth on the crimper there, and a nice handle grip. It has a little slot there for his hose to attach to. Thank goodness he didn't come with a bunch of hoses like they used to give you, like 2 different hoses. That just snaps right on there. And the hose attaches right to the back of the backpack above the tank. So there you go. So this is a pneumatic claw. This would be more for pipe cutting, I would think, or jaws of life. Very good detail on it. They show the workings of it. There's a piston on here to drive the claw up. This would also be good for gripping and pulling and tearing. Nice handle grip on there. So let's go ahead and slide that right into the backpack. Fits in quite nicely, actually. Let's go ahead and put his other accessory in there. Again, very nice. Not like the vintage where those are a little bit harder. Here is his pneumatic hammer. Again, this would be a formidable weapon too, depending, well, you wouldn't really need the pneumatics. Just go ahead and, why my camera is not wanting to focus? Let me see if I turn this light out. That's a little bit better. If you just go and clobber somebody right in the head, or anywhere with that, you would be one hurting dude. So just go ahead and slide that one in as well. It has a handle, surprisingly, for him to pick this up and carry it. So that is pretty cool. Here is his plasma rifle. As you can see, it looks like a laser rifle, and I'm sure all of you guys out there who had this as kids or even as adults will say this is a laser rifle and used it as such. That does not attach anywhere, so he has to be holding on to at least one of the accessories. So looking at the figure himself, I won't take his body armor off. I'll just leave that on there. But the face on him is absolutely amazing. I love the helmet sculpt on him, kind of Darth Vader-esque in a way. He has the little slots here for phonation or to vocalize. The eyes are yellow. They're painted yellow. The head does move around. His wrists do rotate, thank goodness. He has this padding on his arms that is pretty cool, outlined in black. He has hoses on this arm. I'm thinking, for electronics, both arms are the same. Down here he has knee pads, these knee-high jack boots with purple hoses on them. His knees are double jointed. I just love the articulation on these modern Joes. He is not an O-ring. He is just a twist at the waist guy. All in all, he is a great looking figure. I love the Cobra emblem there on his chest. That is done up real nice. And the detail here on his back. Excellent work on this guy. He's actually going to go into my display case. His pistol does fit inside of this holster. Another fine detail that we did not get with the vintage Joes. So I'm going to pull his backpack off and put the pistol into his holster. See if it'll fit. Okay. Yeah, you don't want to put it in directly. You want to slide it in from the back like that, and then snap it in, because you will bend the barrel on it. There, and it snaps into place. So let's go ahead and put his backpack back on. Right, so standard G.I. Joe / Cobra. Yeah, that mucks with the light. It says TECHNO-VIPER on it. Has a upraised Cobra emblem, and the cone is his safety cone. Like Cobra was ever concerned about safety, but this is a good addition. Has a Cobra emblem on it. The Photo Viper actually has quite a few of these, and he has done some really good photos. He'll shoot video just using photos to tell the story, and he does an excellent job with it. And he has a lot of these TECHNO-VIPERs that he's displayed in his videos several times. So head on over to his channel. He is an excellent toy photographer, which is a growing art form, and I'm happy to see it. Happy to see it coming around. So there you have it, guys. The TECHNO-VIPER. So let's look at his bubble here. This is TECHNO-VIPER Cobra Engineer. It's from the hub. And here on the back, you can see what he would have looked like in the cartoon, but it shows him with 2 hoses. So that's kind of interesting. I put his backpack on upside down. I've always done that. So here are the Joes that were available at the time. You had Ripcord, Scarlet, Tunnel Rat, Duke, TECHNO-VIPER, Storm Shadow, Cobra Trooper. You could actually see, you got to see their faces in the cartoon. Iron Grenadier, I do have. I will review him eventually. And that Cobra Commander is kind of interesting. So his file card, his name is not applicable because he is just your average everyday guy, right? Comes from various countries, primary weaponry. I already read that to you guys. His combat gear, I read that to you. And so the TECHNO-VIPERs are Cobra engineers who could build, rebuild, and refit anything for weapons to fortresses. They use whatever materials they have on hand or send troops to take, well, that would be commandeer, what they need to complete their project. The engineering creations are usually powerful, effective, and full of deadly surprises. And it says some poses require support. Products in color may vary. In 2011 Hasbro. Okay, so there you have it. Very cool action figure. And I'm thrilled to finally own one of these. Like I said, I wanted to wait for it to get to a very good, a reasonable price. And patience has paid off on that. So I'm thrilled. I really am. The TECHNO-VIPERs, just the colors alone, you know, things falling apart. The color palette on him, just beautiful. He just screams Cobra. Even if he didn't have the Cobra emblem on there, you'll look at him and say, yeah, that is definitely Cobra. This is G.I. Joe. That's just, I don't have the words for it, really. You guys know what I'm talking about, though, don't you? When that would be a little top heavy, putting it up that way. So it looks more ergonomically correct to carry all the weight at the bottom. But you guys know G.I. Joe when you see it. It's pretty obvious. I mean, there are several other companies that copy G.I. Joe, but they don't have it down to an art like Hasbro does. So when you see one loose on a shelf in a thrift store or at a swap meet or car boot sale, you know it's G.I. Joe right when you see it. So with all of that out of the way, let's go ahead and get into my favorite segment of the show, Byron's Gripes. So, for you guys who are just joining me, I want to thank you for tuning in. I want to thank my new subscribers. If your channel is made public, I subscribe back to let you guys know that I subscribe to you, um, or that I saw your subscription. I've caught up on all the comments finally. That sometimes just fails to show up in the algorithm for some reason. So I apologize for the ones that had to wait a while for a comment. I am very studious about that. If you are kind enough and take the time to write me a comment, you deserve an answer. Or at least, for me to give you to put a heart on your comment to at least let you know that I saw it. I will not let one go unanswered unless it's something very rude, which I've gotten before in the past, and I just deleted those. So, kindness is what this channel is about. So, anyway, I do Byron's Gripes as a means of entertainment and also education to let you guys know what to expect when you're out shopping for these figures. If you're just new into collecting, or if you're a kid just coming up into collecting, what to expect when you are out looking for these prices. I give you my personal opinion if it's a good price or if it's something bad, or what I would consider that. But everybody's income is different, and I will leave it at that. I use eBay just for a reference. That's it, just for a reference. I don't pick on eBay. It is a fine site. Um, I've sold a lot of things on there. I bought a lot of things from there. I've Christmas shopped off of it this past month. So eBay is fantastic. Um, and I don't pick on the sellers directly. The prices, yes, I will pick on the prices. Some of these are outlandish. So right off the bat, we have one 100% complete with a file card, a complete card back. This is from Wheeljack's Lab. I have done lots of business with him. He is a good guy, very honest to deal with. $28.81. That is spot on. That's deal of the day there. I won't quote auction prices unless the auction ended. Oh my gosh, here's another one. $19.99 sealed on the card. Deal of the day, all day long. $6.89 shipping. That is spot on as well for the shipping rate, since postage has gone up, at least here in the States. So $19.99, my goodness. Guys, go after it. Please go after that one. Let's see, here's another one, $24.99 deal of the day. It's mint on card. Here's another one that is complete. It's loose. This one is being listed as 25th to 50th anniversary. So yeah, in between the 30th anniversary, and we got it. $21.99 complete. Deal of the day on that one. Another carded one, $24.99 deal of the day. Okay, here's one somebody thinks he had fetched out of Mount Vesuvius right before it erupted, back in the Roman era. 41.48. Oh yeah. Okay. Not really. I would not pay $41 for that. I'm sorry. It's just not. It's a common figure. So, in my opinion, I would not pay that. Here's one $30. No, that's still a little much. Here's one that's incomplete, $25.99. Yeah, it's incomplete. If it was a complete, actually, yeah, it's missing the. No, it is complete. He doesn't have it advertised, but the picture shows all the accessories there. $25.99 deal of the day. Here's another one, $23.99 or best offer, deal of the day, but they want a little bit more for shipping, $9.85. Mm, yeah, okay. 30 bucks, another one carded for 30 bucks. 295 for the figure stand. Oh, okay. Top of the line deal of the day here, $22.99, $6.99 in shipping. Another one, loose with the card, $29.99, $5.85 for shipping. Another one, complete, loose and complete, $28.99. The card back, $3, not bad. Here's one, incomplete, half a card back, 35 bucks. No, thank you. Please reconsider that price. I know people have to make money, and some people, eBay is their job. 35 bucks, I don't think so. I wouldn't pay that. Here's another one, $45. You must have dug that one out of the Lost Dutchman's gold mine. If you know where that's at, let me know. I live in Arizona. It's not that far from my house, about an hour's drive. Okay, here's another one, $35, 100% complete, but it is loose. Okay, yeah, that's right on the cusp of I want it. Here's one that is complete and loose, $22.99. It's $13.99 for shipping, but that is from Canada, so the international rate kicks in with that. Here's another one, loose, 100% complete, 30 bucks. Another one, 40 bucks, loose and complete. No. If you throw in a 12 pack of Pepsi, you got a deal. Another one, $39.99, $37.99. Figure stand, $3.99. And the final, oh man, there's several pages, so I'm just looking for some real. Oh, there's the Hazard Viper. I do not have that dude. I've been looking for him, and that price is Um, okay, here's some cool ones. $48.99 and $51.88. No, sir. Thank you so much. Um, and then it gets down to the vintage. Um, wow. Here's, oh, that's auction. Never mind. Yeah, then it's just, it gets down to the vintage TECHNO-VIPERs. But yeah, guys, there you have it. Let me know what you think. Do you have this TECHNO-VIPER? Uh, please give me your honest opinion on this guy. Do you like him? Do you not like him? There's no right or wrong answer. I really appreciate those who do comment. It's great to hear from you. I've cultivated a lot of friendships through this channel, and I do hope someday we can meet. That would just be the highlight of my life if I could meet some of you, more of you guys. I already met Duke 45. He just lives a few miles up the street from me. We had lunch together a while back before COVID hit, but it was great meeting him. So I'd love to meet the rest of you guys too eventually. As I had said at the beginning of this video, if you served in the military, I would like to honor you by adding your pictures in with my intro photos, and I will give you credit. Your name will be down in the description with my channel supporters. You guys deserve so much more than you get. I mentioned on Veterans Day that some restaurants offer a free meal to veterans on that day with a proof with either your CAD card or your DD 214, just proof that you did serve. They offer you a free meal. In my opinion, if I owned a restaurant, you could eat at my restaurant anytime for free. You guys, I just love you guys. For those of you who don't know, my father was a Green Beret medic in Vietnam. My grandfather served in Patton's Third Army. I have a nephew who just recently joined the Navy. He graduated on Veterans Day, I believe. At least that's when he sent me the pictures. It was on Veterans Day. He is studying nuclear propulsion. So my advice to him is no lead will make you dead. So dealing with nuke, wear a lead shield. Um, I have to at work wear a lead shield when X-ray comes. I try to get out of the room if they're in there doing a portable X-ray, because that the radiation stays in your bones permanently. Um, so I probably sucked up enough rads. I should be glowing green at night, but not yet. Fingers crossed. So, you guys, thank you so much for tuning in. I do really appreciate you guys. When I reach 700, please, let's do this. We're only 90 away. Get the word out. When we reach 700, I will be giving away a Cobra Island Ram cycle uh, to as a way to thank you guys just for being such awesome people, for supporting this channel, and for taking the time. I looked at my algorithm. I have more people watching that aren't subscribed that are subscribed. So thank you guys for stopping by and checking out my channel. But please hit that subscribe button and tap that bell. And get my uploads right away. Even from my co-host Count Vampire. If you're into horror, he reviews anything that has to do with horror from Scooby-Doo on up. So he really enjoys his time on camera, being part vampire. He can, or part human. He can show up on camera. Sometimes a little fuzzy depending on the lighting, but yeah, he enjoys it very much. He said it's the first time. He doesn't show up in a mirror, but a camera he does. So first time in many years that he's gotten to see himself. So he enjoys that part. But anyway, enough about Vampire. It's about Byron today. um, Remember, guys, please take care of yourselves. That's it. It may sound selfish, but that's numero uno. If you don't take care of yourselves, you can't help other people, and that's rule number one when administering first aid or CPR out in public. If you are not safe, leave that person and send in, get the EMS out there, the professionals who know how to handle those situations. It's not worth getting yourself hurt over. So you're number one. If you can't take care of yourself, you can't take care of other people. Remember, be kind to everyone. We're all human and we do make mistakes, but kindness does go a very long way. I actually got a little frustrated today with somebody over the phone. And I felt bad because I was getting mad at him and hung up because I didn't want to say anything bad to him. But I called back and asked for that specific person that was helping me with a billing inquiry. We weren't quite understanding each other, and so I apologized to him, and all was forgiven. So I am human, guys. I just wanted to share that with you. I'm not perfect. And also be kind to your animals. They know nothing but unconditional love. They are innocent, and if you're a pet owner, you know your animals are loyal to you. They love you. They actually do feel human emotion. If you get mad at them, they know, and you could see the reaction. So yeah, it's, my puppy Scuppers, I have her in the intro. um Vampire on his channel has her in the intro. She's wearing my Alley Viper helmet. Had her for a long time. Just a very beautiful dog inside and out. Just so friendly and motherly. She nurtured a kitten. She is just such a beautiful, wonderful creature, and I miss her dearly. And you know, I have my boy Mickey. He shows up once in a while in these videos too. He's a cat, a fat, chubby tabby. But anyway, I get a little chattery when I'm tired. So you guys, you take care. All right, we'll see you next week for another GI Joe toy review. Starting in December, I have a whole new segment since I ran out of Winter Joes or Snow Joes. I will be reviewing GI Joes that I got for Christmas. So that's the new theme for December, or Joes I got for Christmas. So stay tuned for that for next month. But until then, you guys take care. Have a great week. Love you guys. Really appreciate you. That's coming from here. That's honest words. I do love and appreciate you guys. You're great people. So thank you again. Take care. Bye-bye. It's okay. You could go now. I know you like to hang out with me, and you're more than welcome to. Come on by. We'll hang out. Grill some burgers. I don't drink, but if you want to bring some brewskis, bring them. I'll drink my sodas, and we'll just have a good old time. Okay, we'll see you.